Um, it is currently Sunday, March 26th, 2023. It is 7:39 right now. Kind of early. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kind of sleepy. Woke up a little bit earlier, but just kind of like just now, like actually like getting situated, if that makes sense. And yeah. um, Word of the day. Wait, no, yeah. Word of the day. Good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time you want to watch this video. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's Sunday, so I hope you guys have a blessed Sunday. If you guys, are religious or not. Even if you aren't religious, I still wish you a blessed Sunday. I hope you have a great Sunday. And if you're not watching this on Sunday or whatever day you're watching this, I hope you had a great day today. I hope you continue to have a great day. And if your day is already over and it wasn't the greatest, do something that makes it a great day. Because that's important. There's always something you can do to at least make your day at least a little bit better. So do that. Today's word of the day. Okay, cool. So today's word of the day is sorry, I'm blanking. Okay, today's word of the day is too much of anything is bad. I don't know why I decided to do it this early. My brain might not be working so well, but we're gonna keep it like at least to like the 5-6 minute mark, and that's all I'm gonna do for y'all. Just like so I don't waste a lot of your time, because I realize these word of the days recently have been really long, been longer than usual. Okay, too much of anything is bad. This is a cliche statement, but it's very true, because too much of anything is bad. Even the healthiest thing like water, like people don't drink enough water, but too much water can actually cause you to die, just because like something with the oxygen. But like that's an example of like even the thing that everyone says you need the most, just to an extent, it's hard to get to that extent, but there's still a possibility that too much of it can be harmful to you. And in that same sense, too much of just we'll start with the bad part. Or let's say vices or just anything negative, right? Negativity is going to happen in your life anyway. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, there's going to be negativity somewhere. Our main objective as people, at least people that I would like you guys to be, just from these videos I give out to you guys, is to at least keep that negativity to a minimum. But it's bound to happen. And, negative actions or negative things like doing bad things for your body, like addiction is an example. There's a bunch of negative things out there that you can do, that you can get addicted to. And addiction is a very clear example of what too much of anything can do to you. Hard-hitting drugs are a very big example. People that have been very successful, people that have, been at the top, people that have been at the bottom. Something about drugs, too, that I don't know if that counts as a word today, but drugs is indiscriminate, you know what I mean? Like, they hit everybody. So there's no exclusion. But that example of too much of just how one little substance, whether it was just trying to dabble in it and then you fall into it, can ruin your whole life. You know what I mean? And that's an example of too much of anything is bad, but like to a far extent, obviously. But like even then, let's just say, like sodium, you can get high blood pressure, and then that can be bad for your body. Too much cholesterol, you also high blood pressure. Too much sugar, diabetics. There's so many things that like give an example of like why too much is bad. Just on the physical level. On the mental level, as I said, negative thoughts. Too many negative thoughts can lead to depression. Too much of hanging around the wrong people can make you the wrong person. You know what I mean? Like the person that, isn't really trusted like that, or that group that you really didn't want to be part of, now you are part of it. You know what I mean? There's so many negatives to that. And on the other side of that line or spectrum or whatever you want to call it, too much of something that is like perceived as good can be bad. And the best thing I can do to utilize to describe that is personalities. Excuse me again. With me personally, it's I care a lot about people, but sometimes, or just things in general, but sometimes caring a lot too much about things has led me to be used, has led me to be vulnerable, has led me to feel like I've wasted my time. It has led me to feel like a lot of not so positive things for a positive emotion or positive thing, or just trait, character trait. You know what I mean? And personality trait. Sorry, yeah, personality trait. There you go. And in that same boat too, every personality, every form of a personality, too much of it is harmful. You know what I mean? If you're overly, sarcastic, then no one's gonna take you seriously. If you're overly remember the example of like shyness, and if you're overly like sheltered away, you can't experience life. If you're overly confident, you're arrogant and you come off as an a-hole, and people aren't gonna like you like that. Or just even then, you shouldn't worry about what people have to think about you, but you're not someone that people will want to be around if you're arrogant. That's a little example, but we've already talked about this before in the other video. But yeah, so I said all that to say this, just mainly, whatever you do, there's no limits, but there are still kind of limits you have to set for yourself in terms of moderation. Don't just do all of one thing, you know what I mean? Don't just limit yourself to one thing and just do too much of that, because, some things can fall through, and then now you're stuck with like not knowing what you're going to do. Too much time without spending it for yourself is an example too, because you lose track of who you are, or just what it's like to be alone. That's another example that I'm kind of experiencing right now. But I'm saying all that just to like let you guys know, just live life in moderation. More so, definitely be more considerate with moderation of all the negative things, but even the positive things, like all the good personality traits, and make sure you set those boundaries for yourself and for other people. An example of me saying like being too nice, more so like establishing those boundaries of like, okay, it's okay to say no sometimes, you know what I mean? Like certain things like that. If you're overly apathetic sometimes, then make some room to at least try to understand other people's emotions, because we're all a community. Everyone's a community. Everyone, even if you don't know anybody, you're part of a community. You're all part of this one system. And just making sure that too much of anything stays out of it can at least promote life towards a more positive route, if that makes sense. I got a headache going on right now. I gotta eat and stuff. But yeah, guys, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you for listening to all these Word of the Days. Excuse me. And one of my friends commented about the whole A Day in the Life, or like This Is AD series thing. I don't know when I'm gonna start that, just because my days are very fluctuating. like no 2 days are the same, which is good, but at the same time, I don't know if like just encapsulating one day would be like accurate enough to say this is how my life is. You know what I mean? But that's not in a boastful way. I'm just kind of like saying like I don't really have like one specific way, because it's like certain days go like this, certain days go like that. And the weekends are up in the air all the time. Like I don't even know what I do sometimes on the weekend. But yeah, guys, thank y'all. I love y'all. God bless y'all. I appreciate y'all. Stay blessed. If you believe that these Word of the Days, I've said this before, but to all the newer people, if you believe that these Word of the Days will be useful to those around you or those that you care about, I do not mind you sharing it at all. I would actually support you sharing it, just because I know that it's going to go towards people that will value these Word of the Days and actually take value from them. So yeah. Yeah, so just if you can, or if you would like, share it. Like the videos, if you guys can like the videos that you guys actually like, to indicate what works and what doesn't, I would greatly appreciate that. Just because it allows me as a creator and someone that's trying to deliver something to cater towards my audience. And yeah, but thank y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. 80 out.